I like Mario Party. That'll be fun. Another eviction, another call out someone's goodbye speech at me. At least Jason didn't mention my name this time, although with only 4 people left other than Jason, I mean, they're going to know he's talking about me. Said if I keep backstabbing people, no one in the jury will vote for me. Him, I did backstab. I'll give him that. Nobody else. That was just pure strategy. And Jason would have won this whole thing. I'm being smart. You can't blame me for that. These people in the jury, if they take things personally, of course, I'm not going to win. If they realize that I play an amazing game, like several people have said, Kirsten said that I was going to win it all because I was playing so well. Jason said we made the best possible move because he would have won if we didn't take him out. So I'm making the best moves possible. But you might be a little bitch and not vote for me to win because you are upset that I voted you out. You know, I'm sorry that I murdered you, JonBenet Ramsey. I'm a little upset at continuously being called out in these speeches, but not enough to stop doing what I'm doing obviously right.
Final 4. I did want Willie gone this round because I thought that I was the top target on his list. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So in the end, Mike and Jason, 2 people that I really trust like 95%, both ended up on the block. In my eyes, it had to be Jason. As close as I was with him, I think that he's a much bigger jury threat. He has much better relationships with the members of the jury than Mike, who I think only has really strong relationships with the people left in the game. And he's really keen on like the trivia knowledge piece that comes in so clutch at Final 4, Final 3. So at this point, we are down to 4. I think that all of them see someone else as probably the most transparent target, which is perfectly fine with me. I do think that I could beat Mike and Willie if I was at the end with them. I think Katie would be a lot tougher, but she's also built some enemies on the jury. This game is getting very real. I think this was the first like total blindside. Jason had no idea, and he went out with his head held high, and it just proved why he needed to go next. At this point, I would like Katie to win this one. It gives us a 50-50 shot if she wins of both being at the end, because all that has to happen is one of us win BO.
I think I need to win HOH to secure that Patrick and I both stay, because the odds are not super likely that it's going to happen if we're both available to be on the block. Willie's not the best at comps, so I feel like whatever HOH comp it's going to be between me and Mike. I don't know. We're pretty even. I think he's better than me at comps, to be honest, which is one of the main reasons I briefly considered evicting him, although I think he has to be next. So if he doesn't win HOH, I think we're good. I ain't getting any blood on my hands this week. I really don't want to. I'd honestly prefer to be on the block and risk one of my allies voting me out than having to send another person who hates me to jury, because these numbers be racking up. I'm proud of what I did this week, and I'm not going to let some murder speech about JonBenet Ramsey from some 19-year-old make me feel bad. Let's do this. See you on the other side, bitches.
House guests, welcome to your 7th Head of Household competition of the season, Final Words. Could you imagine what type of things you would say after you had been evicted from the Big Brother Basics house? Well, tonight, during your HOH competition, we are going to test if you have been paying attention to the people that you have evicted. The answers will be true or false. We will read a statement that a person has said after they have been evicted from the Big Brother Basics house. You will determine if the answer is true or the answer is false. The person with the most collected points at the end of the competition will become the new head of household. Should there be any ties, we will go to a tiebreaker question. Question 1. After being evicted, Cameron said, "Bye. That's it." True or false? Answers are locked in. The correct answer is true. Mike, you receive a point. Question number 2. After being evicted, Blair said, "I had a really fun time. It was great getting to know all of you. Sorry I was busy with work, but I guess you don't need to worry about that anymore." True or false? All right. Your answers are locked in. The correct answer is false. Katie, you receive a point. Question number 3. After being evicted, Ryan said, "To the 3 people I actually like, Sam, Kirsten, Patrick, good luck. I'm gonna miss talking to you guys. It really fucking sucks." True or false? I need an answer, Mike. The correct answer is false. Everybody receives a point. Question number 4. After being evicted, Jermaine said, "Like a great woman once said, expect the unexpected. I'm not going to say anything ugly or nasty about anybody going out this door." True or false? All right, your answers are locked in. The correct answer is false. Katie, you receive your 3rd point. Question number 5. After being evicted, Kirsten said, "I'm just gonna end on a high note. Congratulations, guys. Not only did you get Kirsten out of the game, you got the saboteur out. Yes, I was the sab. Kiss it." True or false? Answers are locked in. The correct answer is true. Katie, Willie, you receive a point, which means it's impossible to catch up. Congratulations, Katie. You are the winner of the Final 4 Head of Household.
Oh my God!
Congrats, Katie.
Thank you! Oh, I'm so excited! Oh my God! I can't believe I won! Of course I remember people be calling me out all the time in their speeches. Think I don't recognize them like it's nothing?
Sorry, I just wanted to have an unofficial pantry dance with you.
I'm so excited! Welcome to the nomination ceremony. As HOH, it is my responsibility to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. So I will pull the only key, and that person is safe. So, Willie, you're safe. This means that I have nominated you, Patrick, and you, Mike, for eviction. Patrick, I've nominated you because you've never been on the block, and I thought you could give it a try. And Mike, I've nominated you because you're the reason I'm here at 12 o'clock at night, and I figured you had to pay somehow for it. So that's my really crappy nomination speech because I literally have no actual reasons for you guys, but I love everybody, and I'm so excited, and that concludes this nomination ceremony.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we're going to have the veto competition and the veto ceremony and eviction for all on Tuesday starting at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Oh my God, the eviction too?
I believe so. Yeah.
What?
All right.
Oh my God.
So
All
I'll
right.
see you all on Tuesday. Enjoy your day off tomorrow. And once again, congratulations, Katie.
Thank you. I won Final 4 HOH. I'm going to make it to Final 3. I'm safe. And now there's a much better chance of keeping either Patrick, keeping Patrick because I can't go home. But I was nervous that either Patrick or I could go home. But now that's not the case because I am safe. I'm not going anywhere. So pumped. Made my nominations, Patrick and Mike, just because I had to do 2 and it doesn't really matter. And I wanted Willie to feel a little secure. I also told both Mike and Willie that I would throw the veto to them. 1000% not true, but also wanted them to feel secure, so maybe they don't go quite as hard for it. Don't think that's going to work with Mike, maybe Willie, but he's not really the biggest comp threat out there, is he? So I honestly think at this point, Patrick does Final 2, because I do have some pretty good stats going for you right now. Some big comp wins, some huge moves in the house sort of thing. I need to make sure Patrick goes with me to Final 3. and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that happens. If I do win veto, I'm pulling him off the block no matter what. I need Patrick to win the veto, or Mike. Definitely not Willie, because he would get rid of Patrick, so can't do that. I think Mike would keep Patrick, and then Patrick would keep Patrick, and then I would keep Patrick. So really, Willie's the only person who can't win here. The comp for this HOH was literally true or false on people's eviction speeches. That is all I think about, because I keep getting called out in them. You think I don't remember exactly what people said to me? It was made for me, this comp.
It's really cool to look at the board at the game page and see all the other grayed out faces, and mine's still lit up. Going into last night's head of household competition, I very, 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 very much wanted to win. So the challenge was, he said, she said, did this voted out person say this statement? And you guys, Keith, production, you guys are tricky. I scored some points, but came up 1 point shy of Katie. Congratulations to Katie winning head of household. As long as Willie didn't win, it's all good. But I did want to win to ensure my safety, because now I'm still vulnerable, and Patrick is still vulnerable. I wanted to win this head of household to make my case to win at the end stronger and to give me immunity now. I didn't. Katie did. And Patrick and I were chatting last night. Katie is far and away, statistically, the best player in the game. She has the best stats. She's won 2 more competitions, I believe, than either Patrick or myself. And she's just played, a very social game. She's very likable. She's very interesting. And she will be tough to beat at the end. I want to win this POV very, very badly in order to ensure that is the final 3. And then I don't think I want to win the final head of household. I'm 95% confident that whether Patrick wins or Katie wins, they're both taking me to the final 2. Patrick and Katie are 2 of the coolest people that I've ever played in an org with. I think if I were to win that final head of household and have to choose, that would actually be probably the worst moment of the game for me. There's 2 parts of me right now. One is the gamer. I want to win. I've finished in the top 3 4 games in a row. If I make it to final 3, this will be 5. And I hate that. I hate finishing at the top and not winning. I haven't won a game since I came back to playing last year, and would very much like to. At the same time, I have this similar feeling that I've had in several of those previous games. I'm making it to the end with the people that I wanted to make it to the end with, and with friends that I don't mind seeing win. So that's cool. It's been a good game. It's going to come down to this veto challenge and then their choices, because I'm not going to try to win the final head of household. And I think that, in Big Brother, there are times when you need to win and there are times when you shouldn't win. Yeah, let the cards fall where they may.
Katie won Final 4 HOH. And my immediate reaction was that if I didn't go on the block, we were going to be royally fucked. Because both Mike and Willie have tight final 2s with Katie. I knew that if I didn't go up, those 2 were going to know what was going on. I know it doesn't mean a whole lot at Final 4, but it does show where relationships lie. Obviously, it all comes down to veto, but there's a huge benefit to being the one person that's not originally nommed. I used that as an opportunity to pull in both Mike and Willie and to really establish where we were going from here. I already know that Mike wants to go to the end with me, and I trust that 100%. And I think that is my best shot at this point at winning this game. Willie established a final 2 with me, but on Sunday told Katie that after she won that he wanted me to go if he won. So that gives me all the ammo that I need if I can win this one to send him home.
Let's talk through some scenarios, because we need to be
person
ready for anything. Okay, easy. I win. I take you off. I expose everything, but you stay and we kick out someone.
But they can't do anything at that point.
I agree. Although they can always just slander me more in jury. So best case scenario is you win and take yourself off.
Yeah.
Right? And then send home someone. I still think it should be Mike you should send home because he is way more of a threat to win the HOH. And for us to both make it together to Final 2, Mike needs to be gone. But you disagree. I know that.
Yeah, this is the first time in the game I think that our best interests might be different.
I know. Because Mike would 100%, if he won that final HOH, take you to the Final 2.
I know.
And I think
Willie would take you.
Willie, yes. But I also think Willie is way less likely to win that final HOH. Like 1,000% less likely. We don't have to worry about that yet because there's a chance Mike wins the veto. Willie wins is where I think you might be in trouble.
That's the worst case.
That is worst case scenario because I've been working him, but it sounds like he wants to send you home. He thinks you've got so many friends on the jury and that you haven't got any blood on your hands.
Is he still saying that today?
Not so much today. Now he's starting to say that he thinks you're just as viably a comp threat as Mike, which I don't think is necessarily you've proven to be true. Like, I know you are, but, like, Crush is the types of challenge that shows up in the final HOHs. Like, they're not going to have a slider puzzle in the final HOH. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going all out this round. I'm taking some risks, but I think that I'm doing what I need to hopefully get to the end. I think that I've really covered all my bases to protect myself, and it just is going to come down to this veto. Worst case scenario, Willie wins. Just because I'm the least confident that he would keep me, I do still think that there's a shot he would keep me over Mike, but he does think that I'm a bigger threat than Mike. He's the person that I'm working the hardest right now. Mike and Katie I trust 100%. Katie continually keeps telling me that if I win Final HOH and boot her, she's going to drive to Minnesota and kill me. So I'm just buying armor and changing my locks because if I win this final HOH, regardless of the fact that she's maybe the best friend that I've ever made in an org, she's gone. I'm not Cody Calafiore. I came to this game to play for myself. I positioned myself in a really great spot, but she's the last hurdle to winning this game. Obviously, I'm keeping that under wraps because if she wins, I know that she'll take me. And I still think I stand a shot against her, but it's not a great shot at all. Kirsten said that she would be pissed at anyone that let Katie get to the end. And I did let Katie survive my HOH. So I know that she's the toughest for any person in this game to beat. So I need to survive this. I need to go all out. And I need to send her butt out the door at Final 3. And she's going to kill me when she sees this. But this is an online game. If a relationship doesn't survive that, then... and she's really that bitter, that's on her. Because we're all here to play for ourselves. And she genuinely believes that I want to take her to the end with me. That girl's cuckoo. Love you, but you are cuckoo. So that's that. That is my roadmap to the end. Surviving this, winning, and taking Mike with me.
So I'm actually pretty nervous for this POV competition. You know, it could easily be my game on the line. As long as Willie doesn't win, should be Final 3. Like, up until today, I was really hoping for an endurance comp because I can win any endurance competition that you put in front of me. I can go to a place mentally where quitting is just literally impossible, and hence the spinning competition win.
All right, hello, house guests, and welcome to your final Power of Veto competition of the season, Mario Party. This is a Big Brother Basics classic. Same competition at Final Four last season. So Mario Party is a video game. It's one of the best video games ever to have been invented, and we are inspired heavily by this video game on how we interpret this competition. There will be 4 mini games that you will be playing against each other. The person that wins each mini game will receive 10 coins. The person that has the most coins at the end of the 4 mini games will win this week's Golden Power of Veto. If there is a tie, we will redo one of the competitions between the people that there's a tie between. And please note that it is possible for there to be people that receive 10 coins if they are both tied for first place in a certain competition. And it is also possible for everyone to be eliminated and for everyone not to receive a single point, not a single coin for a specific mini game. So there are 4 mini games. You will compete in all 4. The person that receives first place in each minigame will receive 10 coins. Whoever has the most coins at the end of the 4 minigames will win this week's Golden Power Veto. All right, I'm going to share my screen. This is the first competition you will be competing in. The competition is called Grab Bag. The way that this is going to work, you will each have 10 coins inside of your bag, and you can each grab each other's bags to steal some coins from your opponents. The person that has the most coins at the end inside their bag will receive 10 coins to be counted towards their final total to win the Golden Power of Veto. Whenever I write start in the Skype chat, you may begin. 3, 2, 1. Again.
What?
I don't think. Oh, fuck.
Oh, wow, this punk asshole over here.
And time. All right, no more posting. No more posting. I will be tabulating results right now. Good luck.
I guess my thought was that no one was going to go after Willie because he wasn't a nominee, so I should.
I tried to do everybody equally, and I think that was not a good strategy because it involved me having to change.
House guest.
Oh.
The results are in.
Oh, Mike is back.
Mike, you had 1 coin in your bag. Willie, you had 2 coins in your bag.
Yes!
13 coins in your bag. And Patrick, with 24 coins, you received 10 coins for the first round of the competition.
God.
All right, here we go. So the next competition is called Honeycomb Havoc. The way that this works, you will each be stood in a line, one behind the other. The line order never changes. And you will get to select whether you want to eliminate 1 or 2 fruit from the line. The goal is to not receive the honeycomb. If you receive the honeycomb, you will be eliminated from the competition. The next person in line simply picks the next couple of fruit, whether it's 1 or 2. There are 3 honeycomb inside the list, and your job is to avoid every single honeycomb. The person that does indeed avoid each honeycomb will receive 10 coins for this particular minigame. The order will be Katie, Patrick, Willie, Mike. Katie, you may begin.
Oh, all right. 2.
Patrick?
2.
Let's go 2.
We'll go with 1.
2.
1.
1.
2.
1.
2.
All right. Willie, doesn't matter what you pick. You have the devil, means you are eliminated.
2.
2.
2.
1.
1.
1.
1.
Fuck. Shit. 2. Fuck, I think I'm out.
2.
1. Sorry, Katie.
It's fine. I realized it 4 ago.
All right, Katie, you have the devil, which means you are eliminated. We are down to Patrick and Mike.
2.
2.
2.
2.
Patrick?
Damn it.
See?
1.
2.
With that, Patrick, you are left with the devil, which means congratulations, Mike. You received 10 coins for this round's competition.
Probably looks like I'm viciously targeting Willie.
Yeah, you just like fucking me up, bro.
Just trying to stay alive.
I will show the video for the next competition. This competition is Hexagon Heat. The way that this will work is on the Big Brother Basics board, there will be a thread called Hexagon Heat. Inside the thread, there will be 7 boards with various colors: yellow, red, teal, silver, green, blue, and pink. The way that this will work, I will say a specific color here in the Google Hangout thread, and you will have a certain amount of time to post that you are on that color inside that correct colors thread before I post an image of lava. If you post before the image of lava, you are safe for that round. If you post afterwards or don't post before the lava image is posted, you are eliminated that round. This competition, it is possible for multiple people, for everyone to lose, and for there to be no coins to be allocated. but I will be reducing the time every single time we post. The further you get along, the quicker it'll be. Good luck, everybody. I will be posting the color in 3, 2, 1, begin. All right. And with that, we have Patrick and Willie both successfully made the platform. I'm sorry, Katie and Mike, you have both been eliminated. All right, I will be posting the next color in 3, 2, 1. Good luck. All right, congratulations, Willie and Patrick. You both successfully made it to the silver platform. All right, you both have successfully made it to the teal platform. Congratulations, you both made it to the blue platform. Good job, you both made it to the correct platform. Oh, and it looks like I posted the lava right before you guys. So you've both been eliminated, unfortunately, after that long struggle. Good job to both of you.
Oh my God.
We'll be going to the next competition. So this competition is called Mosh Pit Playhouse. It's on one of the newer Mario Party games, but basically you'll each be assigned a specific color, and you will have to collect your color's balls and put them inside your diary room. You each have 30 balls. You each have the numbers 1 through 30 on each of your colored balls, and you'll have to post your balls inside your diary room. The first person to post all 30 balls sequentially inside their diary room will win this round and will win 10 coins for their grand total. The competition will begin in 3, 2, 1. The password is Julie, lowercase J-U-L-I-E, Julie. Good luck, everyone. And I believe we have a winner.
Oh.
I've been checking the work, and Willie has made his 30th post in the correct order. Congratulations, Willie, you received 10 coins. Willie has won 10 coins, which means we are going into a tiebreaker competition. And we will randomize it. The one in the number 1 position will be the tie-breaking competition. I will randomize it in 3, 2, 1. Mosh Pit Playroom will be the tie-breaking competition. So you should see the Mosh Pit Playroom. It's the same concept. There are 20 balls. You should create a new thread to post inside your diary room. Mike, you are blue. Patrick, you are red. And Willie, you are yellow. We will start the competition in 3, 2, 1, go. The password is baseball, all lowercase, B-A-S-E-B-A-L-L. Good luck. And time. It looks like we have a winner. Congratulations, Willie. You are the winner of this week's
Congrats, Willie.
All right, we will have the veto ceremony / eviction ceremony in about 15 minutes. I'll set up the G-Hang and we'll send it to you around then. Good luck, everyone.
Welcome to the veto and eviction ceremony. I have won the power veto, but because I'm not on the block, I cannot use the golden power veto. Because there will be no replacement nominee, as such, we will go straight into the eviction ceremony.
The final nominees of this round are Mike and Patrick. In just a few moments, we'll allow each nominee to say their final plea as to why they should stay. We'll start with Mike.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep it simple. I think at this point, like I really don't like the outcome no matter what, because either I'm leaving or somebody else that deserves to be here and have a good shot to win is leaving, so that sucks. But I guess to you, Willie, my best case for me to stay is that you can beat me at the end. I don't think you can beat Patrick, and you definitely can't beat Katie. So that's my case. I think you should probably keep me if you want to win. If you're good with second place, then maybe make the other decision.
All right, and we will now have Patrick take the floor.
All right, well, congrats, Willie. My case isn't much different than Mike's. It's just a little bit reverse. I think that, at the end of the day, this game comes down to a jury vote. Mike has stayed in the good graces of everyone throughout this game, whereas I've pissed about 3 to 4 members of the jury off to the point that I was getting cursed out on the way out. So I think that it's a tighter competition against me. Everything that I've told you has been legit, and I just hope you make the right call.
Willie, because you are the sole person casting the vote, there is no need to go into the diary room. You may now face the house guests and announce your decision.
Okay. So honestly, this is a really tough decision. In these games, like you've always seen on TV, I love you all, no hard feelings, it's a game, blah, blah, blah. You always think that's fake, but I really think that, I love everyone here, and it's been a great season, and I really couldn't ask for anything else. But what I want to do is something that I think will take me to the end, and something where I think that I have a good possibility of doing what I want to do at the end. So with that in mind, I vote to evict Mike.
And with that, it is official. Mike, you have been evicted from the Big Brother Basics house. Please say your final words. You have left the call. Congratulations on Final 3. You made top 3, everybody. Congratulations.
Thanks, Willie.
Marco.
Hello, Mike. You may set your bags over there. Have a seat. So what are some of your initial reactions leaving the Big Brother Basics house?
You know, I think my initial reaction is a little bitterness. Meaning no offense, I thought a lot of the challenges in this game were great. This last one, I didn't. I was having technical issues that kept me from really being able to compete. So it sucks that it's unfortunate that happened now when so much was on the line. And yeah, so I'm a little upset about that. In terms of the decision, Willie's decision to evict me over Patrick, I think, obviously, I get what he's. Willie wants to say that he's going to the end against the best players, against the best competition, and that's respectable. But it's not a read. I said, I think he had a chance to beat me head-to-head at the final 2. I don't think he stands a chance of getting more than a vote against either of the other 2 remaining players. They're far and away the best players left, and that was kind of my strategy, was to get to the final 3 in the same position that Willie is, the weakest of the 3 remaining. And I needed to win tonight to seal the deal on that plan. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't execute, and so that sucks. Because I think I played a really good social game, and I put myself next to the right people and close to the right people to ensure that I got this far. And I guess the most important takeaway for me from this game is that those people that I got close to, I've become really good friends with, and I'm walking away from this game, which was a good and fun and challenging experience, with a couple new friends, and that's cool. I'm somebody that plays these games I try to play very cutthroat, and it's not my mission to make friends. So walking away from this with 2 really good friends in Patrick and Katie, unexpected bonus. So I hope one of the 2 of them wins. My vote, if Willie goes to the end, my vote will definitely be going to the other remaining player. And not because of bitterness. I get where Willie's coming from. I just think either of the other 2 would be more deserving. If Katie and Patrick end up going to the end together, I'm going to have a really tough time because I love both of them. I think they've both played very, very good games. And while Katie's been very out front and competitive, Patrick's been very subtle and sneaky. And I've seen both of them for what they are for most of the game. And that's why I chose to be close to them, because I thought they were both really dangerous to have as enemies. So I hope one of the 2 of them wins. I've had a blast playing. I guess that's my full impression.
Excellent. And let's talk about your relationship with Katie and Patrick. How did this come about? Where did it start? And what made you trust them a lot?
So it's all about chemistry. You can't fake genuine connections. And coming into this game, I was very, very careful and guarded with everybody as I got to know everybody in the beginning. I don't make quick alliances. I try not to make big promises early on. They were the 2 that just organically, in the flow of conversation, found common ground with, had a lot in common. With Patrick, little things like we both love beer, and he likes Denver and I like Minneapolis. So we had a lot to chat about there. With Katie, we both love sci-fi, and I was, just like, we're able to talk very naturally. Whereas with people like Jason and Ryan and Kirsten, I think for me, a lot of the younger players in the game, I wasn't able to connect with quite as quickly, quite as naturally. So, they were just the two that I had chemistry with.
You did make the top four. That is an amazing feat. And you were a part of a lot of evictions. Was there a particular eviction that you found to be the most difficult?
The most difficult. I think the toughest eviction for me, the toughest eviction to kind of go through in the game I benefited from. It was the round where Kirsten ended up using the Diamond Power Veto to take me off the block. I was definitely going home there. If she didn't use that, I would have gone home. My game would have ended much earlier than it did. And there's a two-parter to this. I didn't like the way that felt. I didn't like that my game was in somebody else's hands and that there was this mercy move that I didn't ask for and I didn't work for. I didn't make a deal that resulted in her using that. She used that for her own purposes and it benefited me, and I felt like it made me look weak. It put me in a weak position. And then the second part of that was that Jermaine ended up leaving. It sucked because I really liked Jermaine too, and I'll be totally honest, I didn't trust him as a competitor. I felt like he was definitely an adversary, but he was a good guy. He was really fun and friendly, and I wouldn't say a bad word about him. And it sucked that he got the short end of the stick that round because he had a lot of game left to play if that didn't go down that way.
Sure. And, there's three elements to this game, perhaps more, but we talk a lot about social, strategy, and competition. How important are these three concepts to you as now a jury member, and what will you be taking into consideration when casting your final vote?
Well, I think I take all three into account. And if you look at if you judge the three remaining players in terms of competition, I think Katie and Patrick are very evenly matched. If there's a difference between like one or two comps wins, I'm not going to hold that. I'm not going to look at raw statistics. I think both of them have been very competitive in challenges. Patrick's been good at some, while Katie's been good at others. I haven't seen Willie bring the A game to challenges until very recently, which is great, and it's kept him in. But I don't think he is really in the discussion there. With regards to strategy, I think Patrick has probably played the best strategic game. I think Katie was a little sloppy with her strategy early on, but then like Patrick said tonight, both of them have pissed off people that are on the jury, so I feel like they're fairly even there. With regards to the social game, again, it's the same story. Like, they've both played really great social games. I don't think, for my part, I don't think Willie has played if Willie has played a great strategic game, I don't understand it. I haven't heard about it. I haven't gotten that information. If Willie's played a great social game, same thing. Like, I just haven't seen it. But with the other two, I think it's going to be really tough. And I think for this particular one, if the two of them go to the end, where I have two friends that are very evenly matched socially, strategically, and competitively, it's going to come down to jury questions. It's going to come down to their performance at the end. How do they articulate why they deserve to win? And get a little bit more. I need to get a little bit more insight into their perspective on their own games before I can decide who played the better one.
This season wasn't completely basic. There was a twist. A saboteur was reigning and lurking around the house. How did you factor into your gameplay, if at all, and how did you approach the saboteur twist?
Yeah, I was very intrigued by it. I was very curious about it at the beginning, and I was definitely trying to like playing the old board game of Clue, trying to narrow it down based on people's comments and the information that the saboteur was putting out there. Everything that I thought was wrong, I ended up assuming that it was one of the three between Patrick, Katie, and Jermaine, and I think I just mistook their. They were on my radar as the biggest strategic and social threats. They were cunning. They were smart. I could see that in the way they talked to me. And so I assumed and they're playing misdirection, and so I was looking in the wrong direction. I actually remember when Kirsten said, or when Kirsten got sat out from that HOH competition, her reactions, like, I bought it. I remember looking at her very intently in that moment and thinking, no, it's not her. She's genuinely surprised by this. So I bought that. Katie later told me that I was naive, and she spends a lot of time around high school students and stuff. And she was like, "Oh no, it was totally fake." But I didn't see through that. So I think at a point it sort of became not like a big strategic deal. The saboteur was another player with another vote, and it didn't really matter. Like, they weren't really, the fact that there was a saboteur didn't factor into my targeting or my strategy that much. But I was trying to figure out who it was and ended up looking the fool. So.
And do you have a particular favorite moment or a favorite memory from this game? And if so, please talk about it.
Not spinning around for 3 hours. Not that. I can tell you that for sure.
You got to experience every minute of those 3 hours.
It was breathtaking and beautiful. I never want to do that again. No, I think that oh man, I guess being HOH and having the ability, winning that HOH and putting myself in a position to take out another power player in Ryan, who, kudos to him. He put a lot of effort into that spin challenge too, knowing that it was him or me that round. I guess that was probably my high point, feeling like I was in control of the outcome and really being able to steer the game in my direction at a critical junction. Really wanted to win more competitions. Like, I love being in that position where you're head of household and you get to everybody's coming to you with information and making deals, and you have the ability to impact the outcome of the game. Wanted to be in that position more, but just couldn't win a lot of those competitions.
Well, once again, Mike, it was a pleasure having you play Big Brother Basics Season 2. It was an awesome experience to host you. Thank you so much for playing. I know this is a completely different format than what you're used to, but you're absolutely great. Thank you so much.
Hey, Keith, thank you so much for putting this on, you and the whole production staff. Like, I really, really enjoyed this game. I already feel bad about making that comment about the last challenge. Like, it didn't play to my strengths, and I got unlucky, but I love Mario Party, and it was a great concept. And, this was just top to bottom, a great game, and a really good cast. And you guys did an excellent. Honestly, I mean it when I say you're, like, easily top 3 hosts I've ever had, best host I've had recently. And I just really enjoyed myself. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to play in this the last few weeks. It's been a lot of fun.
Thank you so much, and we welcome any feedback you may have. It really will help improve our series in the future. So thank you so much, Mike. It was an awesome experience hosting you, and thank you so much. You'll be joining jury, where you'll be casting a vote for a winner September 11th for the Big Brother Basics finale.